Hey, this is a little helper video to help you get your center of gravity or your CrystalSky adapter onto your Autel Evo or Evo2 controller. So this is what you should have got, a package with a hex key and 4 stainless steel 3mm fasteners. And then if you just have the adapter, it'll just be this bottom piece. If you got the whole center of gravity kit, it'll have both the indexing rod and the clamp module as well. Okay, so the first thing that you'll want to do, this is just to help you get it installed correctly. Just looking at it, sometimes it can not be very obvious how this piece mounts on here. I've seen it mounted or attempted to mount it several different ways. So let's just go over this. What you'll do is first remove the Autel cell phone holder, and you will want to retain this fastener, this screw that holds, and let me get out of there. Okay, this screw that holds on the Autel fastener, you'll want to retain that. This you can just keep for safekeeping or use it at another time or whatever you want to do. So next it should look like that, and you'll have this little brass stud there, and you'll want to fold out the antennas, and this is the piece that will mount on there. Now if you just have the adapter, which is this, at this point what you'll want to do is mount this is a DJI CrystalSky mount, and you can get this from your dealer. And what you'll need to do, this has 2 fasteners right here, and you'll need to get a little craft knife, a little X-Acto type knife, and you'll feel on the bottom, and you'll need to make a little rectangle cut in the bottom of there to gain access to those fasteners through this little pad. All right, then you will want to get out your hex key, if I can get it there, and you'll want to remove those 2 fasteners. And you can keep those. Actually, you can use those if you want to, but these are just regular steel fasteners. The ones that come in the kit are stainless steel and a little bit higher quality, but you can certainly use those if you want to. It's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and set those aside, and now what I have is this attachment that allows you to mount the CrystalSky on there. Now again, if you're just going to mount this, and this is the only piece that you got, or optionally, something to think about, sometimes you may only want that on there just to have the maximum amount of work area that you can have. Now I've got these 4 stainless steel fasteners down here, and if you're going to just use this piece, what you'll do is this mounts in there like so, with this concave shape and this little cross indexer up, and the lever like so. Okay, and then what you would do is you would just mount, you would put those 4 screws or 2 screws in there, and then you would use the Autel fastener through this, and it would mount on here like so. All right, all I'm going to do is, just because I'm going to mount the whole system, what I'm going to do is, rather than fully mount that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this to here, showing you how that mounts on there. So it mounts in this position with this hole facing downward, but again, before you would mount that, you would take and put that on there, and then you could take and mount your CrystalSky. Let me turn this here like this. Then you could take your CrystalSky, mount it on here, and the end result would be that you have a display like so. All right. Now the other thing, that if you got the whole kit with the center of gravity indexing rod and clamp, I'm going to go ahead and remove this, But again, if you got the whole kit, you have the option to mount it that way or this way. So we're going to go ahead and do the clamp. And yours may look a little bit different. This one has a Fire Cam logo on it. Yours may not have that, but this is going to, these are all precision CNC. This is going to be a little bit of a tight fit. It should not, you shouldn't have to force it, but it should just go on there and it should have a nice fit with no slop in there. Now, take 2 of these fasteners, and you're going to use your index or your hex key, and if you're worried about it coming loose, if you work in an environment that has things get shaken around a lot, you may want to use some of the blue Loctite on here. I recommend the blue, not the red. Otherwise, you'll probably never get it back apart if you use the red. So just the blue Loctite. And I'm going to just snug these up. You don't have to over tighten them. They're just 3mm screws. Now you have this whole system that can then be attached to here. All right. So now what I'm going to do is take the Autel fastener and drop it in that hole like so, and line it up. Okay, and don't over tighten this, but you'll want to snug it up a little bit, and there you have it. It is now mounted to here. Then what you'll want to do is take and mount this DJI component to your indexing rod. And again, you'll see that same shape down at the bottom, and you'll want to mount it to where the lever right here is facing away from the rod, down facing away from the number 13, and it should be a nice snug fit. Again, these are precision CNC machined down to 1/1000th of an inch tolerance. And put 2 fasteners in here. Like so. And you want to tighten those up a little bit. And now all you have to do is loosen this, turn that knob to loosen a little bit, slide your index rod into whatever you want it to be. A little 1/4 of a turn should get it. And now you can mount your CrystalSky and you can plug this in. And that's it, and it should fit secured. Everything should work great, so that should help you out. Hopefully this helps everybody out on how to properly mount this thing, get attached. It doesn't take but a few minutes. Setup is quick, and this thing works incredibly well. I don't even have the handles out, and this thing is balanced in my hand. So anyway, hopefully this helps everybody out and gets you going, and we'll talk to you later.